सबसे पहले सर जानेंगे तो आईपीओ और लिस्टिंग के समय हम जुड़े थे साथ में और अभी ये फर्स्ट क्वार्टर है लिस्टिंग के बाद जो कंपनी ने यहाँ से नंबर्स पोस्ट किए हैं 6.5% का सर सर हम ग्रोथ देख रहे हैं जो कंपनी ने यहाँ से कंपनी इज रिकॉर्डेड ऑन वाई बेसिस। और अगर सेगमेंट वाइज अगर ब्रेक करें आप कैसे देख रहे हैं इस क्वार्टर को, क्योंकि हमने देखा है 15% का जो ग्रोथ था ऑन 9M FY24 से वहाँ से एक स्लोअर ग्रोथ देख रहे हैं, क्या रीजन है और ओवरऑल क्या कमेंट्स है सर आपके?
So thanks, Chanji, for having me on this channel again. So coming to the growth, while you quoted the quarter-on-quarter numbers, we would also like to highlight that from a full year basis, we grew at around 12.3% growth. And more importantly, the EPS grew to a full year EPS of 15.07, which is a growth of 26%. So while the growth at a top line was a little lower than the prior period, the growth on the bottom line continues to be strong. And we have clocked our highest ever revenue of exceeding 2,500 crores for the year, and highest ever EPS crossing 15 rupees for the year. And we would like to look at the sum and substance of the overall performance, which is largely positive.
ओके साथ ही सर जानना चाहेंगे न्यू क्लाइंट एडिशन जो है इन दिस क्वार्टर कैसा रहा और आउटलुक इन FY25 कैसा देना चाहेंगे इसके ऊपर आप?
Yeah. So the active client list at in the company Indegene is about 63 customers. But more than the growth in new logos, what we focus on is growing our existing customers, what we call the land and expand strategy. So growing our customers who are in that $1 million or higher category. And the $1 million plus customers have grown from 34 to 35 during the year. And more importantly, we have seen expansion in the revenue of most of our customers, the $1 million customers moving to $5 million, the $5 million customers moving to 10 million, and so on. Our largest customer today, which was more closer to the 25 to 30 million dollar mark, has crossed $40 million for the year. And so also there has been an expansion in the number of customers in the 10 to $25 million per annum revenue category. And therefore, most of our growth has come, and we anticipate would continue to come from largely expansion of our footprint in each of these customers, more than addition of new logos year on year.
जी सर मार्जिन्स के ऊपर मैं कमेंट्स लेना चाहूँगी। यहाँ से कि इम्प्रूवमेंट देख रहे हैं हम नियरली 19% वर्सेस 17% ऑन वाई बेसिस। सो व्हाट लेड टू द इम्प्रूवमेंट, गाइडेंस क्या रहेगा आगे और ये नंबर कितना सस्टेनेबल है?
Yeah, very important observation. We have over the period continued to invest on technology and developing IP tools platforms, which help not just our customers by adding value by way of faster turnaround, better accuracy, and so on in the deliveries that we do for our customers, but also help from a enhancement of efficiency and productivity internally. And these measures, as the technology has matured over the period, continues to provide benefits in terms of the effort taken, and therefore a positive margin impact over the period. This combined with the fact that we also have been focusing on hiring more from campuses, shortening our training time, and certain process re-engineering to make things more efficient in operations has led to this overall margin expansion. And this is an ongoing process. It's a systemic change that we are seeing, and we continue to invest so that we keep improving on this and sustaining this on a forward going future basis also.
ओके सर अभी ब्रेकअप जानना चाहेंगे ग्रोथ को लेकर बिटवीन एंटरप्राइज कमर्शियल सॉल्यूशंस, omni channel activation and others.
Yeah, so for the year, the enterprise businesses, both enterprise commercial and enterprise medical solutions, saw a robust growth of 11% year on year. This is on the back of the industry, and I would like to remind the viewers that this business, largely the enterprise business, has a larger component of revenue coming from the global large and mid-sized pharma. And this segment in the last year, the industry grew at a negative pace, but we grew at around 11%. Coming to the other segments, we saw a robust growth of about 18% in omni-channel activation and a little higher in the smaller segment, which is natural given the size, the low base effect. And therefore, we continue to be bullish about our prospects across all three segments of our business.
ओके सर, मेजोरिटी ऑफ योर रेवेन्यू जो आ रहा है फ्रॉम एंटरप्राइज कमर्शियल सॉल्यूशन, रेवेन्यू को लेकर कुछ यहाँ से गाइडेंस, इफ नॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ नंबर्स, स्पेसिफिक नंबर्स, बट आगे कैसे ग्रोथ देखेंगे, और साथ ही इफ़ यू कैन गिवन अ ब्रेकअप ग्रोथ फ्रॉम यूएस मार्केट, यूरोप मार्केट और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स जो यहाँ से आपने एक्वायर किए हैं, एंड गोइंग अहेड क्या एक्सपेक्ट करें यहाँ से?
Yeah, so as you rightly observed, enterprise commercial is our largest segment, and in the region of 60% of our revenues. It was more specifically 59% of our revenues for the year gone by. So we continue to anticipate and expect that this business segment would be in the vicinity of 60%. Coming to the regional split of our business, US and Europe contributes to 97% of our business, and this has been fairly stable. It was in the region of 95 to 96% over the last 2 years, has marginally increased to 97% in the current fiscal year. And this is something that we expect to continue seeing in the future, given that most of the operation spends in the areas that we operate continue to be in the US, followed by Europe. And globally, pharma spends more than 90% of their spends in the areas that we operate in these two regions. And in the near future, over the coming quarters and a year or two, we do not anticipate a major change in these proportions.
ओके साथ ही स्वास्थ्य जो कंपनी का एक्विजिशन है इन 2024, ट्रायोलॉजी राइटिंग एंड कंसल्टिंग जो एक्विजिशन है, वहाँ से कैसा परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हैं, कुछ मटेरियल कंट्रीब्यूशन रहेगा?
So Trilogy Writing was an acquisition that we concluded on 22nd of March of 2024. Given that this was done towards the end of the quarter, there is no material accretion either to the revenue or the margins of the company for the period ending March 24. Having said that, you rightly observed that from a financial perspective, this is not a material acquisition, and therefore this is not likely to add significant top line or bottom line going forward also. But this is a significant business for us from a perspective of the capabilities that we have acquired. This provides us deeper expertise, deeper credibility, especially in the European market, where Trilogy operates both in Germany and UK, with people who have, over the past many decades, provided niche regulatory services to our customers. And we believe that this acquisition, combined with the enterprise capabilities of Indegene, would go a long way in adding value to our customers in the days to come, and we are excited about this acquisition.
जी सर, एंड सर लास्टली ऑन डेट अपडेट कुछ लेना चाहेंगे, क्योंकि आईपीओ के दरमियान हम जब जुड़े थे आपने बताया था कंपनी के प्लान से यहाँ से रीपे डेट वाई आईपीओ प्रोसीड्स, तो यहाँ से अभी क्या अपडेट है, एंड कुछ हेल्प यहाँ से लग रहा है, प्रॉफिट वाई लोअर फाइनेंशियल कॉस्ट, एनुअल सेविंग कितना होगा?
Yes, so you recollected correctly, so close to 400 crores, which is about $47.2 million in outstanding debt is what we plan to repay. We have initiated the process of repaying this, and it would be a matter of few days to a couple of weeks, by which time we anticipate that this process would be completed. And therefore, we should also have a zero interest servicing cost from mid of June onwards. And that should reflect in our PBT and PAT margins in our quarter two, which is the quarter ending September of 24.
जी